Beautiful day in the neighborhood. Beautiful day in the neighborhood. You guys ever buy something as an adult that kind of like brings back childhood memories, or you make the purchase because of childhood memories? In today's episode, we're going to kind of talk about a little bit about that and a little bit about my purchase, my new motorcycle that I made. So I figured I'd come to my favorite spot to introduce new motorcycles right here in Oregon City at the Oregon City Elevator right here. This is a pretty special spot. Overlooking the Willamette and the 205, Abernathy Bridge right there. You can even see Mount St. Helens out in the distance right there. And this is just a cool little chill spot to come and hang out and, you know, do your thing and look around. So, in today's episode, I'm going to talk to you guys about why I bought this motorcycle and how I justified it. I really couldn't afford, you know, just to go out and buy a new motorcycle. But, I had to. I had to. This is one of my dream bikes. And it was I got a really good deal on it. If you guys are new to the channel, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button and hit the like button if you guys are liking my content. I do all kinds of stuff with motorcycles, and now with this new motorcycle, it's going to bring another side of motorcycling that I've dabbled with before a little bit the year before last. You guys catch some of my other videos there. Oh, there's a motorcycle down there. So yeah, like, comment, share, all that good stuff. All that good stuff. We're about to get a history lesson right now, and you guys are going to help. So, all right, here we go. Introducing my Yamaha YSR 50. So, this is like, this is a very, very unique bike, you guys. And I'm going to tell you guys all about this bike, and I'm going to tell you guys why it's unique and all that good stuff. So, for starters, folks, this is a two-stroke motorcycle, and it's street legal. Okay, and it's pretty small. So like I said, it's a 50cc. This is a YSR 50, and they made them in an 80cc too. And I believe they made them in an 80cc from, look at my Icon tank bag, just fitting it perfect. It fits this bike better than it fits my 500X. So I think they made those between 88 and 91. 91 was the last year these were produced. This is an 87 model, and I think 86 was the first year that they were produced. So, and this is not a JDM, or whatever you want to call it. Okay, this is where it gets weird, and I don't really know. So if you guys know, you guys can post down in the comments below about these bikes and how they were imported to the United States. This has a mile-per-hour gauge on it. Okay, the gauge is in miles per hour, and this says 6,900 miles on it, by the way. And it supposedly has a big bore kit in it, but we looked at the numbers on the cylinder head, and it says, you know, 49 cc's. So, and it feels like a 50cc. It's peppy, don't get me wrong. We're going to go for a ride soon right now, you guys. It's totally peppy. It's got a tuned pipe on it. It's got a Mikuni carburetor on it. And speaking of the carburetor, let's go over a couple things I've done to it so far. So I had to pull the carburetor and tank. I pulled the bodywork off, which was real simple, and I pulled the carburetor off, and I cleaned all that up with, took it all apart, cleaned all the jets out with carburetor cleaner, and all that good stuff, drained all the old fuel out of it. It had old fuel in it. I mean, I rode it home, but it was running on crappy old fuel, and there was some crap in the carburetor, so I cleaned all that out, and got everything put back together, and it seems to be running a lot better now. It's idling at least, so it's idling kind of low, so I might adjust the idle up a little bit. I think I'll do that maybe right now before we leave. In fact, I'll do it right now when I'm talking about it, because it's super simple. I brought a couple tools with me just in case. So this is kind of like the maiden voyage of this bike. And so yeah, so I pulled the carburetor off, and that required pulling the tank and that. I switched the gas, and then I just did some, you know, a good wipe down on it. The bike was sitting for a long time, and you could smell it in the gas. There's the screw. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'll just turn that about a quarter turn. That should help. But yeah, it seems to be idling good. So I don't know. Let's go for a ride, and I'll talk to you guys about my plans with this bike and all that good stuff. The paint is custom. That's one thing we're going to talk about. It's in very good shape, and it's a very good paint job. But I don't like it. So I'll talk about that right now. Let's go for a ride. Let's check this thing out. So this is, like I said, street legal, and it's a two-stroke. And you guys, there's lots of let's see if it'll start with no choke. I'll just give it some gas here. Yeah, look at that first kick. All right. I can't even tell the idle went up a little bit. So it's oops, I always forget to put the kickstand down. So yeah, it's a 5-speed. You know, it's got all the regular bells and whistles of a regular motorcycle. You know, it's got the turn signals and everything, the brake lights. The brake lights and turn signals are kind of wonky, and so is the battery, might be a little wonky. But for the most part, you guys, this bike's all original, which is what really made me buy it. And I'm going to talk to you right now about how I justified buying this. Like I said, I didn't really have the money just to go out and buy this. So, you know, the thing is if you guys go on eBay and look for what these are going for, they go for a pretty penny. And I'm not going to disclose how much I paid for it, because I might resell it at a later date after I do some work to it. And that work that I want to do to it is that I want to paint it, and I want to get it back to white, and then put the stickers back on it, the red Yamaha stickers, and get it back to factory. Yeah, baby. Going about 40 right now uphill. Almost 45. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is just... I wish these cars weren't here. This is amazing. Woohoo! This is amazing. It's got a little baby power band, you know, because it's got the tune pipe and everything. So as you can see, it doesn't have really any problems keeping up with traffic in the city. And it's got good Dunlop tires. They're new, but they're kind of old. New but old. They've been on the bike for a couple years, obviously. The date code's kind of old, but they're new. They don't have many miles on them. So, you know, that's good. Nice, you know, Dunlop tires. So yeah, you guys, I want to get it back to, I want to paint it white and put the stickers back on it, and I want to get it back to factory. I want it to look factory, the old school Yamaha scheme, and all that good stuff, and then maybe put it up for sale. And, you know, maybe put it up for sale. And that's how I justified it in my head, what I could do, you know. And then we'll see what happens. Just list it for a high price maybe and see. But, you know, who knows? I may get all that work done to it and then really like it. There's some other work I got to do to it. But, like the fork seals need to be redone. You know, and I'm probably going to rebuild the top end and maybe do a big bore kit. I don't know. We'll see. It'd be real nice to do an 80cc and then, you know, give it a little more pep. And those things will go about 60, 65 maybe. One thing I want to do is take it to the scooter swap shop and let them look at it and see what's, you know, see what they suggest. But yeah, guys, YSR, Yamaha YSR, check them out, look into them. A lot of you guys probably don't even know what they are. A lot of people don't know what they are when I mention it to them. So it's just a very unique bike, and like I said, you know, so the reasons it's unique to me is because probably my age. You know, I can remember being a child and you know, knowing about these, and then I was just like, damn man, if I could have one of these, like, whew, I'd be the shit. So this is like the first time I really get to ride one in my life, and I've known about these since I was like probably 14 or 15 years old. And I must say, it is fun. It is fun. So this is like, you know, this is a vintage two-stroke motorcycle, you guys, and it's really awesome. And it's becoming, you know, a collector's item. These bikes are, yeah, I've been keeping my eye on them over the past couple years, and you know, the few that are on eBay right now, they're expensive, and I was quite surprised to see those. So I'm thinking that if I could get some work done to this, get it back to factory specs, that I'd have a bike worth a lot more than what I paid for it. It probably is already worth more than what I paid for it. The guy was hard up for cash, you know. That's full beans right there. Woo, that's 50, almost 50. I don't even know what gear I'm in. Like I said, 5-speed, air-cooled, 50cc with the Mikuni carb. I don't even know what size it is. And we got a tuned pipe on this thing with a silencer. And it's loud. It's pretty loud. Got a nice pop to it when it's sitting there idling. It's like a mini dirt bike. It is a mini dirt bike, but it's street legal. That's the thing, you guys, that is so intriguing. And you talk about motor swaps. I mean, there's guys putting 125s in these and 250s. I seen a video that a guy put a 490 in. Alright guys, so my camera went off again, imagine that. I don't really know where I left off. But just out here, you know, cruising on my YSR 50, and you guys are going to see more content with this bike. I'm going to do some more work to it. I'd like to get it back to factory specs and get it painted white, and then get the red and white stickers. Just try to make it look original, and then see where we stand, you know, with it like that. The suspension's kind of wonky. It's got small tires, you know, but it rips pretty good. No, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay.
Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed today's episode of Oregon Motorcycle. This is, yes indeed, my new bike, the YSR 50 Yamaha. This is a 1987 model. I don't know when and where my GoPro was cutting in and out. I'm just enjoying the heck out of this bike. I've been riding it around now for about 2 hours. I had to stop at Subway and get something to eat. I'm going to probably head home now. Actually, I might cruise by the river first. I'm just having a blast on this bike, you guys. It is just so much fun. It seems to be running pretty good. And I'm just super impressed with it. It's just a blast to ride. So oops. So after, it seems like after it's warmed up, if I floor it, it starts on one kick, and I gotta remember to pull the clutch in if it's in gear. The idle might be a little high, but man, talk about an attention getter. Whew. Yeah, the idle's way high. I don't know what's so high. Uh-oh. 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 Oh, the fuel's off, that's why. Always forget the fuel, man. Always forgetting the fuel. Come on, baby. Completely out of fuel. Go over here. There we go. It's getting fueled. Slow to get fuel in it.